Got a lot of situations in, a lot of 4-minute, 2-minute, 2-minute before the half, getting the ball back. I mean, third down, red zone. Got a lot of things done as far as process of situations and things we had, and get a look at it on film, a good teaching tape, and go from there. But still, getting through the dog days of camp, you got to see, who's motivated, who can grind through and continue to execute and build our mental toughness. And that's the process we're in right now. Questions?
When you're looking at evaluating those things like mental toughness, what are those things that you look for? Is it
execution, line up, run the play, run it right, make a play when you're tired, bruised, sore, and the game's on the line. Every day. Mental toughness. No matter what the situation, you get the job done.
So let's say you see that from a guy. What's your reaction when you don't see it?
I want to put him in the game, and I'm going to tell the other guy, and if he's not going to play, he's not going to play. I mean, that's what you got to find out right. You're really going to find out about your team right now. We can have we'll be up the week before the game. We'll be up the week of practice. Now you're going to find out what habits we will rely on, whether they're good or bad, and we'll see.
Is that usually coming from the older guys?
I say that, but I saw a lot of young guys can do it too. I mean, you'd think that would be the case, but that's not always the case anymore. I mean, young guys come in hungry. Sometimes they're even more hungry than the older guys. So we'll see. I mean, hopefully both. Hopefully both groups will get it.
Is David Johnson dealing with an injury?
Yeah, Bavion is.
In general, are you seeing those positive signs?
At times. I mean, you have them and you don't. You have them and you don't. You have them and you don't. And you got to grind. It's where you got to grind through them. You got to challenge them and push to that limit. You're getting pushed to the brink right now. They got to find out who they are.
Do you feel like you have to coach effort with this bunch, or in general?
You always got to coach intensity and effort on everything you do because you got to demand it. You don't ask for it. I mean, and when it gets like this, guys, that's their natural thing not to do. But hopefully we won't. And I don't know. I'll look at the film and see today, but it seemed pretty good. The intensity, the tempo of it. But we'll see. When you really watch the film, you can judge how they totally finish plays when they're out of your vision and things.
Keith Gavin kind of taking on this role where he's going to...
I've been tickled to death with Keith. There's a warrior. Talk about a guy, no matter what hurts, what plays, you got to make him. He would run himself till his legs fell off. He would play till his shoulders fell out. He would play till his arms fell off. I mean, I take a zillion Keith Gavins. I'll take a zillion of them.
He said during media day that he didn't want to make that Jimbo play, be the highlight or be the...
Me either. Me either.
How's he kind of taking on this role if he's going to be a starter this year and have a lot of...
I think he's doing a really good job. I think he comes to work every day. Now, I ain't saying he's perfect every day. Nobody is. But he comes to work every day with a tremendous attitude and a great work ethic, and all he says is yes, sir, no, sir. Love Keith. I mean, you can't get enough of him.
When you have a kid like that who he has, yes, that one moment against Michigan, how do you get them to understand it's more than just that one moment?
Well, give him opportunities. He understands that. He's got to get the opportunities, and he's got to learn what to do, how to do it, and those things. And I've been extremely happy with what he's doing right now.
What was it like, kind of just, I guess, laughing about the wonderful return after it all happened? Pretty sure, you probably were kind of surprised with him at first kind of doing it? Or?
No. I mean, that's what he should have done. He was supposed to bring it out right there. I mean, he did exactly what he was coached to do.
You had the music blaring during practice today. So what's the reason behind that?
No. We've done that a lot at different times in practice and things. I mean, it's just sometimes we just hear the music. Nobody. We just play whatever.
Saw Trey Marshall with a cast on his hand?
No, he didn't have a cast. He might have some tape or something on it. He ain't got a cast.
Anything wrong with his finger?
No, he's fine. He'll be good. They all got bumps and bruises now.
What was up,
You've been 3 weeks in, huh? He's injury. When we find out everything, we'll know. I'll let you know.
Coach, you're still a couple weeks out. I mean, did you treat this opener like any other game, or is it hard to kind of downplay?
You treat it like any other game. At the end of the day, it's one win, one loss. But you know the caliber of the opponent. Just like last year, we had Ole Miss, who people forget was ranked 11th and had a heck of a team. Think if Ole Miss wins the game against us when they got the big lead and wins the game when they're up on Alabama. They were up the same way on Alabama. They win those 2 games. How does that change? You know what I'm saying? Change their season. I mean, that could have been dramatic. I mean, both of us came back on them. So we played good teams. But the urgency to play well. But at the end of the day, it's still one game. You got a whole season to play. We got ULM, Miami, all of our rivals in NC State, Wake in the beginning, and you still got Clemson, Duke, all the rest of the conference, Florida. I mean, you can't get caught up in one game. But every game is very important.
You see a lot of urgency between players.
I can't even, urgency what?
You see a lot of urgency with the players in the team play.
For the most part, sometimes, but you always got. I mean, you got to coach that all the time. Because they're thinking so much. They're thinking and grinding. You got to learn to just fly and think on the run. You know what I mean? We're constantly pushing that tempo for conditioning and for mental conditioning. That understand how fast that thing can turn over, and you got to process that last play. The most important thing in the world is the next play. You got to go to the next play and get that process. And that's always, you're always coaching that. And I don't care how good your team is, how experienced it is. You're always coaching that. You're always coaching that philosophy.
Earlier, when you were talking about the dog days and whatnot, I mean, do you ever kind of notice that maybe guys are getting a little bit tense, who things get chippy, you guys
No doubt.
don't listen as much?
You do. When you don't sleep well, you've been tired, you've been going out at 50. I mean, that's human nature. That's when you find out. Can you keep your poise? Can you still think? Can you function? Can you process? Can you kill play at the same level as when you were fresh? I mean, that's the whole point. I mean, that's the whole point. You got to take people to where they haven't been, and then find out how they can, and that's the only way you can get them to respond and know who they are.
I know that some of the younger guys have adapted to it. I mean, for these freshmen, yes, they've been coached, but they probably never had anyone quite on like this.
No. Well, I don't know. I wasn't at any of their high school practices. I mean, sometimes you do. Sometimes those high school coaches are tough, but they're adapting. I mean, they make a mistake and they jump right back in.
Derek Snoddy said that he's not really much of a vocal leader. If he hears something, he likes to kind of interject sometimes. But without the Marcus here, how have you kind of seen him kind of take a leadership role in that?
Oh, just the way he plays. I mean, now there's a guy comes to work every day, plays hard every day, no matter if he's tired, he's sore, whatever it is. I mean, the maturity of knowing how to practice and how to play. I mean, all you got to do is watch him. I mean, he's a phenomenal kid, too. I love him. I love Derek Noddy. Like I say, he does. And when he does say something, it'll be then you'll hear 3 words and then it'll be over with and you move on. Well, they know if he speaks up, something must really bother him because Derek is he handles his own business, but Derek, you always know Derek's going to do this. What's right? Whatever's right, Derek does.
Did he practice that way last year too, or is it something he's growing?
No, he's knowing what to do, how to do it. See, you don't realize it even ain't assignments. Just being accustomed to the tempo of practice. That sometimes those guys, I'm at Florida State, I'm here. It takes guys different amounts of time. I mean, to overwhelm and see at some of these big programs that I am here, and then do I really belong? You know what I'm saying? I mean, just a confidence thing, and that just comes in time and comfort from knowing what to do, how to do it. And he's always worked hard. And, it wasn't that time last year. We did it, so we got him on special teams and things like that. And now he knows he can do it, and he's just maturing and working. And, and he was hurt some too. So he was hurt last year at times. I mean, he missed practice time. And when you're young and you miss practice time, man, that really sets you back.
Is it important at all to get a local kid like Keith being from these down the road and have a lot of people after him? Does it matter at all?
Well, yeah. I mean, you want to get the best players. We thought Keith was as good players anywhere in America. Now, whether he was from McCullough or from Timbuktu, but it's great that you keep your local guys here that you want to keep and you recruit. And we love recruit the local guys, but we got to get the right guys that we think can win championships. And he was definitely that, and we were blessed to get him. I know we was in a battle for him.
Kind of a crazy question.
Imagine that.
How does karate help an offensive lineman?
Helps the defensive lineman. What are you doing? What are they doing? Putting hands on guys, removing hands. Winning the hand battle. Everybody talk about your hand. Who wins the hand battle is as important as who wins where you got to step, hat placement, and get your hands inside. If that guy's you got to replace them inside. You got to learn to shoot your hands. When he pins your hands, or they arm bar, or they do all their pass rush stuff, knocking them off, knocking them up to lose their balance. And it's just as important for a defensive lineman. Here, an offensive lineman is a DB. A defensive lineman is a receiver. Now figure out what I'm saying. You understand what I mean? They're all doing the same thing. Hand move. What's a defensive guy trying to do? Stop a guy from beating him. What's an offensive lineman trying to do? Stop a guy from beating him. And DBs are similar. All right, what's a receiver trying to do? Release against press and beat the guy down the field. What's a defensive lineman trying to do? Beat the guy in front of him and get. It's the same thing. So all those guys and their hand movements, karate, balance, it's really the same teaching all the way across the board, just doing it at different positions. It's actually backwards too when you think about it. Yeah, well, you got to make sure they can teach. But it does matter. Hand placement, man, is whoever controls the hand, the inside of the hands, and all that. That's as important. I mean, you got steps and hat placement and hands on offensive line, defensive line, but it's same thing at receiver, same thing at corner, all those types of things.
Jimbo, you had Ryan Leaf in earlier this week to talk to the team. When you're choosing guys for the preseason, do you talk to other players or teams, or
No. What I want our guys to understand. I mean, if a guy's a good speaker or not, but what guy can send a message that I want set. And it's about not just ball, it's about getting ready for life. This is all, I mean, ball's just a small part. If you can do this and do the same traits and create the same habits, then you're going to be a great husband. You're going to be a great father. You're going to be a great in the job you have. It's all the same qualities, and about the successes, the failures, how you handle it, how you deal with success, how you deal with failure, the pitfalls out there, the landmines out there. So these kids are ready for life. They're all life teaching lessons, every one of them. We try to hit so many different facets and things that guys have to, in other words, they're going to be exposed to now and in the next rest of their life.
Have you ever had players come up and say one of these has resonated more than others?
Oh, yeah, you do it all the time. I mean, when a speaker comes in, if you bring in like 12, 15, 16 speakers like we do, if each of them get 5 to 8% of the group every time they speak, you cover the whole group. It's like if I speak, some of y'all may not listen. If somebody else speaks, you may listen. Some of y'all may listen. I mean, it's like we all resonate with different people and hit different things in your life because everybody has different backgrounds, different creeds, different religions, different races, different whatever. You know what I'm saying? And life experiences. So each guy, it resonates with different people. And yes, some guys migrate to this guy. Some guys migrate to that guy. Some guys, that hit home for me. You know, and that's why I say, why do you think one person doesn't teach every class? Why you get a math teacher, science teacher, and the principal runs everything? Different teachers can resonate with different. You always remember, you have a favorite teacher in high school or a favorite teacher in college that you like better, that you could just understand better. That's the same way. It's the same philosophy with this. Just trying to get them to reach all the guys on our team and help them become better people. But without a doubt, there's no doubt. I mean, different guys relate to different guys that speak about life experiences, whatever it may be.